Welcome back. Now we're going to do the last piece of algebra, and this is kind of where we put everything together. This is where we're going to do this section of the work. We are going to do simplifying algebraic expressions. What on earth do I mean? Okay, simple. Well, okay, I say that. Well, what we're going to have this. We're going to have fractions. Let's say we're going to have where we multiply fractions, where we add and subtract fractions, right? So let's have a look. First of all, we're going to multiply and divide. Okay? Complex expression using with fractions. And they are algebraic. So they got algebraic terms like 1 over x minus 2, etc., etc. Okay? Then we're also then going to add and, subtract the same things. Okay? So we're going to take algebraic expressions. We are going to take things like 1 over x minus 1 over x plus 2, and we're then going to say, how do we simplify that? We're also going to go 1 over x divided by 1 over x squared. Right, we're going to do that. We're going to do the multiplications and we're going to do the additions of these guys. Right? So first of all, let us just get one thing out of the way. Right? If I ask you to simplify 7 minus 7 over 7, the answer is not that. Okay? You cannot do that because that is not allowed. Okay? The answer of 7 minus 7, okay, over 7 is 7 minus 7, and then you divide by that. You don't cancel out that 7. So you cannot cancel over a plus or a minus sign. There are ways that we're going to do it. They involve factorizing. Okay? Right. Then the next thing is you cannot cancel over this expression divided by that expression. Right? You may only cancel out when you are given permission. And in fact, green is a multiplication sign. We may cancel. All right? This one, obviously, if you've got 3, you can cancel over a divide. If you've got 10 over 5, that is 2, right? I mean one expression A divided by another expression B. All right? You can't cancel there. But only when we've got that can we cross-cancel. So just to go back to a little bit of grade 7 stuff, right? What happens in this case? If we've got 3 over 7 divided by 9 over 14. What is the first thing we do? We have to do the proverbial tip and times. We do tip and times, don't we? What is tip and times? We tip the second one and change to a multiplication sign. Now we can cross-cancel. Let's see. Permission given. There it is. There's our cross. 3, 1, 3. 7 once, 2. My answer is 1 times 2 over 1 times 3, which is 2 over 3. Okay? Straightforward, easy. Please recap a little bit on the fractions, okay? Just so that you've remembered these guys over here. That is kind of critical for this work that we're going to be doing now. All right? So, step 1, okay, we always go through tip and times first, okay? So, let's say in step 1, okay, if we have A divides, we change to that and tip. Okay, so we change that first, okay? Then the second thing is this. We say, okay, the next step, 2, is factorize. Okay, when in doubt, factorize out. And step 3, we go to everyone's happy place. You cross cancel. In other words, we simplify. Make it smaller, make it easier, all right? Because we don't want all of the gunk in if we can get rid of it. All right? Let's have a look at a typical example of these, all right? Let's just go with this one over here now, all right? Hang on. Okay, let's try this. This is a nice one. X cubed minus 4x. X cubed minus 4x divided by 2x squared minus 7x plus 6 divided by x squared plus x minus 2. X squared plus x minus 2 all over 2x minus 2. Right, what is the first step here? The first step is tip and times, isn't it? We see this, so we must get rid of the divide sign straight away. We change it to a times and we tip the one behind it always, right? So this is going to remain as x cubed minus 4x over 2x squared minus 7x plus 6 multiplied by 2x minus 2 over x squared plus x minus 2. Okay, that's step 1 done. Step 2 is factorize. Please, when you factorize, right, when you factorize now, go to the right-hand side of your paper, if you wish. Go over here, where I've written here, okay, and factorize these things if you're unsure. Do your working, okay? Do the working. Do not do it here. Why not? I have had students that do a heck of a lot of working over here, and then do you know what? When they have to go and put it back, they're lost. Their mistakes just come in left, right, and center. And trust me, these students really are way, way up the top end. Why? Because it's confusing. It's not good planning, right? Get it out of the way. You're rough working here. All right? Show it, but it neatens it up. You only want in here, you want to continue this process, don't you? All right? Getting smaller and smaller each time and being able to cancel out. Do not do it underneath it, all right? It will cost you dearly. I guarantee you that, all right? If there's any guarantees I can give you, it's that one, all right? So we go and we do our working over there, all right? That is for the more complicated factorization problems. Now let's look. Right, I'm going to look first of all, always start at the top left-hand corner. Let's have a look. X cubed minus 4x. That's a simple one. That is highest common factor. That's what we look for first. Correct? Of course. So there we can take out an x, leaving us with x squared minus 4. Remember, I'm dividing that by x, which leaves me with x squared. I'm dividing that by x, so it cancels out, leaving me with the 4. Now I've got to go to the bottom end, and I'm going to do mine over here. 2x squared minus 7x plus 6, okay? I've now got to factorize that guy. So what do? I factorize left-hand side, which is my only option, is a 2 and a 1. That's all I've got, isn't it? And my right-hand side is a 6 and a 1 and a 3 and a 2. So now I do the cross multiplication, 2 and 1 times by 6 and 1. Remember, column 1 with column 2 and there's column 3 we're going to do. This gives me cross multiplied 2 and 6. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8, right? And 6 minus 2 is equal to 4, okay? And nope, I need a 7. So let me just check now. 2 and 1 cross multiplied with 3 and 2, which gives me a 4 and 3. Haha, 4 plus 3 is 7. So I have found 2 and 3 in the first bracket. So it's a 2x, okay, and an x and a 3. And at the bottom, I've got my x and a 2. Okay, now let's have a look at the sign. What I would do is I would have 2x minus 3, let's say, and x plus 2. Let's see, right? That's going to be minus plus, nope, not going to work, right? So we go and we say, hang on, okay, it's a minus. I need a plus at the back, so it's got to be a minus, right? Like that. And check it. 2x squared minus 3x minus 2x, there it is, and plus 6. There's my answer. So it's 2x minus 3 and x minus 2. All right? I'm just getting a message that the juice is running down. My apologies, but I have got to plug it in. Just a second. Right? I don't want to run out in the middle of this stuff because that would be extremely irritating for all of us. All right? Okay. So now let's continue, right? What have we got here? We've got that one now factorized, right? 2x minus 3x minus 2, and I've checked it, so I'm done. Okay. Next I go and I say, right, I'll just leave that there for the time being. I don't know if I'm going to need it. Times by, take out a 2 there, right? X minus 1. Agreed? All right. And over here, no, that's a very easy one. That is going to be an x and an x, and I can only use a 2 and a 1. I've just got to get my sign right, plus and minus. Okay? Right. Now, but hang on. Let's have a look now. Now let's check. There's an x squared minus 4. That is what? It's difference of two squares, dots. Right? So what do? We say that is x, x plus 2, x minus 2, all over 2x minus 3, x minus 2, times 2 times x minus 1. And over here, I've got x plus 2, x minus 1. Now what do? Now I go ahead and cross cancel. When you're doing this, do it positively, okay? Don't cross cancel it and write the thing on top. X plus 2 cancels with x plus 2. X minus 2, x minus 2. Okay? X minus 1, x minus 1. All right? So now there's nothing to cancel, nothing to cancel. So it leaves us with, okay? It leaves us with on top 2 times x, and at the bottom 2x minus 3. There is my answer to that one. Can you see my rough work is nice and neatly shown? So if I've made a mistake, possibly they can take pity and take it from there, right? And maybe give us a few marks added into it. Okay. Let's do another one. This one is horrible. Well, it looks horrible. Okay, remember? Let's have a look. Let's first of all write it down. Okay, let's start. 2x squared minus 5xy minus 3y squared, wow, over x squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared. If that's not bad enough, then we divide that by 30x squared y minus 10x cubed. Okay, and then that's over 2x squared plus 6xy. Okay, plus 6xy. Okay, can you see that this is getting, oh, it gets worse. 10x squared, right, plus 3xy, okay, over minus y squared. This is not ending, is it? 5x squared plus 5xy. Wow. Okay, so at this point you're saying, oh, no. let's follow the recipe and see what pans out, okay? These are not the easy ones. I'm not doing easy ones. I'm trying to show you that the recipe works no matter how complicated it looks at the beginning, at the get-go. It looks dreadful. What did we say? We said step 1, change all of those divides to a multiply. What happens if you've got a whole bunch of them one after the other? Well, you do it like that. Change to that and tip. Change to that and tip the one behind it, right? Simple as that. So let's do it. Well, I say that, but 2x squared minus 5xy minus 3y squared over x squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared, right? Times 2x squared plus 6xy over 30x squared y minus 10x cubed times 5x squared plus 5xy over 10x squared plus 3xy minus y squared. Okay, step 1 is done. Step 2 is factorize. Okay, now once again, you're going to go to the side and factorize the top left one first. Okay, essentially, you've only got a simple choice of a 2 and a 3. So it's 2x and an x to get that, and it's going to be a 3, and it depends which side it goes. That's x minus 3y, x plus y. All right, you can check it out. That's 2x squared plus xy minus 6xy gives us 5xy, and it's minus 3y squared at the back. Okay, do you see that? That's a trinomial. It's not a perfect square one though. Eh? That one there is not perfect square. What would we do? Let's have a look at it, right? I'm just going to go. I haven't got space for rough, but we would do it on the side, wouldn't we? So I'm just going to do it down here. We'd say 2x squared minus 5xy minus 3y squared. Now, when we see the x and the y's, what do? We suspect perfect squares, but you can tell no. It's not a perfect square because the square root of 2x squared is x root 2, because that's going to be a decimal, isn't it? So what do? Okay, it is not that. So it's a trinomial, and we factorize as follows. The left-hand side is a 2 and a 1. That's that one. The right-hand side is a 3 and a 1. So we've got 2 and 3, okay? Which is going to be 2 plus 3 is 5, and 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1 or 1. There we go, 2 and 3. So we've got that, right? So our first bracket is 2, okay? 2xy, right? 2x, and that's an x, and that's a y, and it's just to put in those there, right? So let's have a look. What do we have to do here? Now, remember, we normally said that's the left and the right bracket, right? But in this case, let's have a look. If you put that in and take the sign, and you put that in, okay, and take the sign there as being that, you get, it's not going to work, right? You get minus 3xy there, and you get plus 2xy. It's not working. Therefore, don't just assume, okay? There's no rules really, okay? You have to go and check it yourself. So let's say here we've got, and this is going to be x minus 3y, and 2x minus plus y, all right? Like I've got there. You factorize it the same. The only difference here is because there's a y squared, normally that wouldn't be there, would it? You just have a 3, there'd be no y's, okay? You just have a 3. All that's happened is the y is introduced, okay, at the back end, just to give us a little bit of an extra challenge, which they do, okay? But remember what I said, please, there's no real formula. I know that people try and invent one, and there probably is a foolproof method, all right, that I can't think of a formula to get or way to get around it. The point, however, is like I said, you're going to have to try and remember all the different rules. it is not worth your time to do so. Your best is find the factors, find the cross cancelling, find the one that, the cross multiplication, and then find the one that works, okay? And check it. It's very quick to check, right? You will find that your checking process is much faster than trying to learn a whole bunch of rules, guaranteed. Okay, so we say that. Then underneath we factorize that one. It's going to factorize into x plus 3y, okay, and x plus y. Once again, you'll take it to the side, right? And you'll work it out, you'll factorize it. Multiplied by on top here, I can take out a factor of 2 and x, can't I? So I take it out, leaving me with 1 times x plus 3 times y, okay? Over, I can take out 10 over there. I can take out x squared, look at that. Can you see it? Okay, let's do this one. 30 x squared y minus 10x cubed. I'm doing this one, right? Well, first of all, I can take out a 10 and x squared, because x squared is there, and that's bigger. So remember, we take out the smallest one. So we take that out there, and we've got it. Let's have a look. X squared, so that's going to be 3y minus 1x, isn't it? 3y minus x at the bottom. So we take out a 10x squared, and it leaves us with 3y minus x. Right? Yep, I know these are not short. They are a lot of work. Okay? And then we say that's, and I factorize this one on top. Very similar, I can take out a 5x, leaving me with an x plus a y on top there. All right? Then we say, last of all, factorizing that guy. I've done it, okay? And it comes out to be 5x minus y into 2x plus y. Now you can go to your happy place. You can take out your green pencil or your red one. Always start over there, okay? 2x plus y. Let us find if there's another 2x plus y. Yes, there it is. X minus 3y. Hang on. No, that's 3y minus x, right? Well, let's carry on. 2x, well, yes, underneath. 2, 5. Can you see I'm actually doing the cancelling? Take your pencil and do the cancelling. Don't scribble it around. Make a bold statement of what they are going to be. That x cancels, leaving me with an x. Okay? Then I move on. X plus 3y. Yes, there it is. Okay? And hang on. There's a 5x and there's a 5x. Then an x plus y and an x plus y. Right? So let's now just say, what are we left with? We are left with, on top, x minus 3y and nothing. 1. At the bottom, we are left with 3y minus x and 5x minus y. Now, this is the minus 1 trick. Can you see that x minus 3y is close to 3y minus x, isn't it? They look very similar. Now, when you have something that looks very similar like this, the first thing that comes to mind should be, I wish I could change that to x minus 3y, because then I could cancel it out, right? But let's see, how do we do that? You take your 3y minus x, okay, out. Then you take out a minus 1 factor. Minus 1 times what gives me 3y? Right? Minus 1 times minus 3y. And minus 1 times what gives me minus x plus x? Okay, let's just now say that is minus 1 times x minus 3y. I've changed it. All I did was I took out a minus 1. Let's just check. Minus x, multiply back in, minus x plus 3y, right? Therefore, I can now change x minus 3y, okay, to x minus 3y over there, and a minus 1 over here, and 5x minus y over there. Now what can I do? I can take my green pencil again and cancel them out, which leaves me with equal to, my final answer is minus 1 over 5x minus y. Okay? I just want to ask you something. On the previous one that we had over here, can you see that that over there is 2x over 2x minus 3? Wow, look. Hey, great. Can I do this? No, because there's a minus sign over there. Okay? Don't get slap happy or gun happy or trigger happy, whatever they call it. And just because you always watch out for that, it often happens. Okay? People will go and say, wow, I can cancel that out as well. That's going to take you into negative marking territory for sure. Okay? Because after you've gone through all of that to go and do that, somebody's going to be like, no ways. Okay? You're getting gun happy. Okay, so no, you can't do that. All right? Now, okay, let's do one more of these things, and then we are done. All right? Remember, always look out for that kind of thing. All right? Now, okay, I'm rather just going to, I think, cut this one now, because I think I've got got those two. I'm going to do the pluses and the minuses separately as a thing of their own, because I would rather do it that way. Okay, so I'm not sure how long that one is, but I'm thinking it's about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, 25 maybe. So I'm going to do adding and subtracting variables next and simplifying those using the LCD, lowest common denominator. These are critical tools that we're building up here. They really are. I do hope you're taking notes about, look out for the -1 trick. Always do the tip and times, the factorizing, the processes to go through, etc., etc. Okay? Once again, they're long ones. They're not easy ones. I'll be back and we'll carry on with the next session, and that'll be pluses and minuses. Thanks. Cheers.